Hey folks, Fred Bernardo, the smoking guitar player. How you doing? Right here in my secret test kitchen facility, also known as my backyard. Guess what we're gonna cook today? Spatchcock chicken on the grill. Here we go! Hi folks, it's Fred Bernardo, the smoking guitar player from Fred's Music and Barbecue Supply in Shillington, Pennsylvania. That's www.fredsmusicandbbq.com. It's right there on the screen probably. I know, because I always put it on there. Anyway, today we are going to make spatchcock chicken. Now, what the heck is spatchcock chicken? Spatchcock chicken is a chicken where you cut out the backbone and you spread it out and you lay it flat on your grill, or you can do it in your oven. Anyway, it's a really good way to roast your chicken. It cooks it all the way through. It really works wonderfully. Now, if you got a problem with that word, spatchcock, just call it butterflied. Butterflied chicken. And we do it with turkeys, we do it with chickens, we do it with everything. So we're going to show you how to do it. First we're going to show you all the stuff you need, and then we're going to show you how to do it. So, here we go. Okay, so I thought I'd give you a run through of the things we're going to use to make our chicken today. Now, we're going to be cutting the backbone out of our chicken, so we're going to need a really good sharp set of poultry shears. And a couple of nice good sharp knives are good. And if they're not sharp, use one of these, a sharpener, and sharpen them up really good, okay? And that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to show you how to do that. Also recommend you get some good food safety gloves. These are disposables. I like using them. They work great for me. And you could also use, I use these quite a bit. These are Kevlar cut-free gloves to protect the smoking GP's fingers, his precious fingers, from getting cut, and they got rubber grips on. They work really good. Maybe we'll use them today. We'll see. Now, our chicken's been brined for 4 hours. I could have did it longer. And, you know, you can mix up your own brine. There's many recipes on the internet. But, you know, if you don't feel like measuring this stuff, this is our traditional brine kit from Tasty Licks Barbecue. And it's traditional, meaning it's not fancy. It doesn't have a certain flavor to it. It's more of a neutral thing. It's got some spices, some pickling spices, salt, sugar, all the usual stuff. Garlic, onion. Really good. You just mix this up in a bucket of water, put your bird or whatever you're going to brine, salmon, whatever you're going to do, in there and keep it cold till it's ready. And then you're ready to cook it. And what this does is, a brine works by, I think it's osmosis. Osmosis. And what it does is, the salt and the sugar in here sucks the moisture out, and then when it sucks it back in, it sucks in all the flavor, and it gets really moist and good. And you're going to see when it's done. Okay, so that's that. We got some olive oil we're going to use to coat that bird before we put on our seasonings. Today, of course, we're going to use the savory poultry from Signore Bernardo and Tasty Licks Barbecue. Guess who Signore Bernardo is? I'll give you a hint. Anyway, this works really good. This is my mother's recipe. It's a traditional Mediterranean style. It's got some rosemary in it, some garlic, onion, bunch of stuff. And I also got my Smoking Good barbecue rub. That's my own thing, you know about that, because we got some wings here. Wings. We might make some wings while we're making this. We'll cook them at the same time. We also got some peppers and some onions. We might cook them a special way underneath. Maybe we'll show you that too. But mostly we want to show you how to cook this bird spatchcock style, how to season it, prep it, and cook it. Oh, one other thing. Don't forget your bag of lump charcoal. Here it is right here. Look at that. This is the restaurant grade stuff that we sell, and there's big hunks of lump in there. We're going to use that. Okay, so we're going to prep our chicken for cooking it spatchcock style. Now before we do that, I just wanted to show you, look at these big hunks of charcoal that come in that restaurant charcoal. Aren't they amazing? There's a whole bag. These are actually some of the smaller ones. We use this in our big green egg, and big chunks let the air really flow around it, and really works great. Anyway, that doesn't have much to do with our chicken though. So here's our chicken. Now she's brined. And she's been left in this pan. I'm going to try and get as much of the brine juice off as I can. And get her here. Now, okay, so here she is. Now we want to dry her off as much as possible. And maybe we'll wait till we cut out. What we're going to do is, we're going to cut out the backbone. That's along here. We're going to cut the backbone out and we're going to spread eagle. So it's spatchcock chicken is like a spread eagle chicken. Now you can use your sharp knife. and kind of get in here and just cut right through these bones next to the backbone. Some people like to do it that way. If your knife's nice and sharp, works pretty good. Now, another thing you can do is just use your poultry shears. I usually resort to this because the Smokin Guitar Player gets a little weird about knives, you know? So we just cut right through this baby. Sometimes easier if you get it from this end. There you go. Cut through there. I got a little hard because I actually got into the backbone there, which is kind of a mistake. Now we can lay it open here. And we can just cut through this rib cage here. Like that there. Same thing here. I'm going to use the scissors on that one. That's the hard part right there. There's a hard one. Okay? Right through there, cut off that little tail. Now we're going to flip her back over. Now what you do is here, you basically just break this open. That's what I do. Some people cut down along the inside here. You know, kind of cut it here a little bit. But basically, if you look here, the breastbone has been broken. Right here. I just push down on it. Now, you can take your wingies here and tuck them back like this. That makes for a very nice presentation. Got your wingies tucked back like that. Another thing you can do, before you cut this skin off, so I probably should have left some on there. I could probably still do it. Cut yourself a little slit in here. Like this here. Come on there, boy. There you go. Cut a little hole in there. Okay, you got yourself a hole through there. And you take your leg and you stick it in there. And it holds it down. Let's do the other one. See if you can see that better. Now we got our piece of skin here. Probably should have left a little more on there, but hey, what are you going to do? There. Cut a hole in there and stick that leg through. Them chefs on TV never have these problems. Okay, now when you're done, you got yourself a nice compact package. I'm going to trim off a little more of this stuff I don't like the looks of. Get rid of that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give this one more good rinse. Make sure the brine's all off it. So I'll do that and be back. Okay folks, I gave this chicken a good rinse just to make sure, and we want to make sure that this chicken is really dry. So I'm going to get my paper towels here. We are going to make sure that this baby is really dry because that moisture in the skin is what stops it from crisping. So if you want some really crisp chicken, get the moisture out of it. Okay? There's a little excess fat I pulled off of there while you're at it. Might as well give it one last look. I like to leave most of that stuff in there. But now she's dry. You can see I got my legs tucked in there. I got my wings tucked in here. And I'm ready to do my seasoning. Now, we take some of this here, olive oil. Whoop. Little paper towel still there. Don't want to cook that. There's the leg sticking through. See that? Here's the other one. Gonna rub her down with olive oil. Rub her down. This helps crisp the skin, adds a little flavor, and also helps our seasoning stick. Okay? So here we go. Rub her down. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby. Oil her down. That's right. Oh yeah. That is excellent. Now we flip her over. And we got the savory poultry from Signore Bernardo and Tasty. Oh, that's a little too much. We want a light coat on here. And the inside ain't going to hurt too bad. Now we're going to cook this bone side down. The bones help protect it. Now we could cook it direct, but we're going to cook it indirect. You'll get to see how we set up our big green egg, cook it on our big green egg, because that's like my favorite thing to do is cook on the big green egg. Now we're going to rub it on there. We want about a medium coat, because remember there's salt and stuff in here. There's garlic salt, rosemary, all kinds of good stuff. So that's what she looks like. We're going to put her on the cooker. Cook her for about an hour at 375 or whatever it takes till the inside of the thigh meat is 180 degrees. No smoke, no wood chips, no nothing. Just our great lump charcoal, indirect.